I'm going to show you how I make my glitter mica swirl cup. It kind of can look marbly when it's all cured and dry. I got 3 micas that coordinate and 2 glitters that coordinate. I usually do 2 colors kind of in the same color family, and then I'll do one that is more of a contrasting color. I got these micas mixed up in the epoxy, and my cup has a little bit of epoxy on it, like you're gonna do the epoxy method for glitter. And it's been spinning for a minute. When I do this, I like my cup to go the other way. I forgot, so I'm trying to get it to turn the other way. And it doesn't want to. There we go. Okay, I usually make a mess on this silicone mat when I do this, so I'll just pick it off when it's dry. But you're just gonna drizzle in a spiral motion around the cup. Starting with your mica colors, the glitters come later. You can put these in whatever order you choose. I usually pick one color I want to go heavier with than the others, so laying down the second color the same as the first. And then I'm just going to add a thin strip of this gold in between those 2 colors. Let the machine turn as it just kind of drizzles on. Now you're going to take your gloved finger. Sometimes I keep a paper towel close by just in case I decide that I need to wipe my finger, but you're just going to spread these out. I'll start with the one color and kind of get it, wipe my finger, go on to the next. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can leave some of the white base coat, or you can completely make sure that your cup is coated. Now it's gonna look messy because I'm just spreading right now this thinned out. But they always turn out really pretty when they're done. Now if I have a blank spot, I can fill it in with more epoxy, or I can just spread with my finger. I usually just spread, kind of mix the colors. That's kind of why you want them in the same color family, because when they mix, you don't want them to make something super funky. When I get it the way I like it, just kind of where the colors are sporadic, but no pattern, nothing too messy. I mean, it does look messy, but it still has a rhyme and reason. Here, I want some of the colors in the next colors. I'm going to take, after I get it the way I want it, this is Fantasia mixed in with epoxy. I'm just going to take and drizzle that over the micas. I'll come back to that one in a second. This is Frost Yourself. This is one of my microfine glitters, so it's really opaque, very little sparkle. And we're gonna add this on too. I'm gonna let it spin till I can get to a starting point here. I'm sure you guys hear my kids in every video. They never can be quiet. It doesn't matter if I tell them that I'm down here working or not. I'm going to add one more stripe of Fantasia. Right between these two whites, probably. Let's see, I think I want a little bit more white on here. I'm kind of liking the white to break it up. Okay, now you can see on a couple parts I got these blobs going on right here. I'm just going to take and kind of flatten those out. If you don't, they'll move on their own and create something not so pretty. If you want more movement, you're going to want these to be thicker, globbier chunks of glitter on there. You're going to do the same with Fantasia. Just get it to move those big chunks around. Try to hide your mistakes like mine. Watch at the top and the bottom. If you get too big of a glob, it will spin and leave a line around your cup. You don't want that. So make sure it's just kind of flattened out. and you're gonna want this to move a teeny tiny bit. So I take my torch and I only hit it in certain spots. I don't go around the whole cup. I'll just find a spot I want to move and I'll hit that with heat. Kind of spread it out. And that's it. This is a really simple cup. This, these glitters will kind of push the Micas apart, and you can already kind of see it gives us this really cool dimension. But that is all. That's a pretty fun and easy and beautiful cup.